OMA Winter 2025. This is Clay with Engearment. I'm with Sean from La Sportiva. We're going to talk a little bit about a few things today. We're going to kick it off with ski. So, Sean, what do we got new for ski this year?
Yeah, some exciting things coming down the pipe for next winter. So we can start with the Sender. So this is the Italian brand's new free ride boot. It's 4-buckle, 130 flex, so hard charger. It does have a full grip walk sole, so it's going to be a great option for front side and AT kind of combo. Very stiff, supportive, carbon infused cuff, and then a little bit more pliable P-back shells. It's going to be pretty easy to punch that one if you do need more space, but it does have a nice 102.5 last, so pretty darn spacious for this category, and then a really nice innovative force wrap system to keep that foot in place. With some of the new models, they've really focused on walkability, but then maintaining that downhill performance. So 64 degrees of mobility here, and then the tongue gives a little bit more pliability when you're skinning up skin tracks, but locks into place for more control on the down. Comes in just under 1,500 grams, so 1,480. So lightweight for that 130 flex hard charger, and 850 for this guy.
Wow. That's beautiful. So light too. Wow.
Yeah, so pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great addition to the line. This replaces the Vanguard, which was also a high performer for them, but a little bit wider fit on this guy,
okay,
and a little bit more performance on the down.
Us wide feet men appreciate that, so thank you.
And another new boot, more in that lightweight touring category, is going to be the Kilo XDR.
Okay.
So this winter we launched the Kilo, which we've had a lot of great success with. Lots of awards across the industry. Borrows walkability from the race line, so an incredible range of motion in this guy. 70 degrees, no tongue, so a lot of forward flex in it, but surprisingly powerful and energetic. 1,000 grams for that guy. And then for this coming winter, we're building off of that success with the XDR. So very similar DNA. Add a tongue for even more performance on the downhill, more control. Right. It's 120 flex on this and comes in just under 1,200 grams, so 1,190 for this. Great fit. I've really loved the fit on this. A little bit more volume on the instep and a lot of space around the malleolus, which can always be an issue while touring. And 850 for this guy. The women's model is going to be a little less stiff. Instead of a carbon infused grill mid cuff, it has fiberglass infused, so just a little less stiff, but very, very powerful boot. I'm really excited about this one.
Same weight for the women's?
The women, well, yeah, as you go down in size, but yeah, so same weight according to size there, and then a little bit more structure with the buckle over the mid and forefoot fully wraps the foot there, and that's going to come in at 850 as well.
Wow, amazing. Thanks. Looks like a great new lineup, especially for lightness. So
yeah, this boot
super exciting for walkability too.
Yeah, this boot's really insane. The performance on that is, it's been pretty exciting.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about hiking next. Where are we at over here?
Cool. I think I have the new hikers kind of spread out on the table here.
Okay.
So this last summer we launched the Prodigio, which is at that point most responsive, kind of all-around shoe that they made, rocker profile, brand new midsole, wider fit with a wide platform, so it's really stable in the rough stuff. And then launching the Prodigio Hike off of the success of that. Beautiful. So nice lightweight model, a little wider fit for all-day comfort in comparison to the Prodigio. PFAS-free Gore-Tex membrane, and then some deeper 4mm lugs on this. And instead of going with kind of that traditional upper, we get a nice neoprene booty there, so it gives a little proprioception with the ankle for a little bit more control, and of course keeps debris out, and nice walker profile to keep some of that stress off of the foot musculature. So that launches any day now, be available this spring. So pretty excited about this one.
Awesome.
And also launching this spring, more in that traditional hiker line. This is the Equilibrium Trek and Hike. So the Equilibrium line has been really popular amongst mountaineers, kind of a great light and fast option for alpine terrain. Had a lot of people using those for backpacking trips that went over some scrambling terrain, getting into that class 4, low class 5. They wanted to make hiking iteration out of it to kind of satisfy that market. Uses a low density polyurethane midsole. So really, really durable. It's not going to break down anywhere close to the same rate that a traditional EVA midsole will. And that PU is actually injected down into those rubber lugs to make it a little bit softer underfoot, despite having that big toothy outsole. That big cutout there is to make it a little bit more walkable on steep descents.
Are these inspired by the mountaineering?
Yes, so it's inspired from the Equilibrium mountaineering line.
Okay, cool. Because I have the Equilibriums, and I was like, these like give the Equilibrium. I mean, obviously they're part of that family, but
so building off of those, lots of similarities. Pretty wide toe box there, but really wraps the midfoot so it stays secure when you have a heavy pack on. The Trek is a leather kind of synthetic combo, and then it's going to be a high cut, so a little more support for the ankle there. The Hike, synthetic upper, loses some weight, and then going to be a little bit lower. It's a mid cut for that one.
Okay, awesome. That's it for hiking.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to hand it over to Erin. She's our expert runner here on staff.
Hey guys, what do we got for running, Sean?
All right, we have some really new, exciting products for run.
Okay.
So La Sportiva, born in the Italian Dolomites, all of their shoes made to handle really rugged, aggressive, steep terrain. And they always want to keep that DNA kind of throughout their line. But we're getting some very new models that kind of adapt to some of the needs of the market and are going to be more comfortable, a little bit more responsive on softer, slightly less aggressive terrain, but still making sure that, staying true to those mountain roots. Building off of that Prodigio we were just talking about with the hike line, we have the Prodigio Pro. So this is their super shoe for the mountains. Super shoes have kind of become all the rage in the road.
Yep, I'm all about a super shoe.
Yep, fast, responsive, cushioned, protects the joints and muscles a little bit when you're pounding the pavement. And we've seen a lot of brands bring that over to the trail side of things. So La Sportiva wanted to create that high-end race model, but again, needs to handle the rough stuff. So the Pro is built around a brand new midsole material. We're calling it X-Flow Speed. It's a nitrogen-infused TPU, so really, really responsive, and it's wrapped in a nitrogen-infused EVA cage to give it a little bit of protection. This thing is fast. It is very, very fast on the road and translates to the trail as well. So no plate there, so it can still handle really aggressive terrain and mold around rocks and roots. With the testing they've done, and I can echo this with my own testing, it's as fast as the fastest trail super shoes on even terrain, but really what sets it apart is when you're descending or climbing steep, uneven terrain. Wider platform than what we typically see from La Sportiva as we're adding that stack height there. So it's going to be nice and stable, and then really, really deep lugs with their stickiest compound throughout. So they actually went with deeper lugs, 4 millimeter than what we get with the Prodigio. So this is probably the toothiest outsole you're going to find on that true race model. And then with the upper, brand new power wire mesh. So it's this really cool, innovative mesh made from TPU yarn. Very lightweight, breathable, but still holds that foot in place. So it's not going to be one of those lighter weight uppers where your foot kind of slides all over. That's paired with a nice midfoot wrap that we see in some of their more technical shoes, like the Bushido comes in under 9 ounces. and it's $195, which for that category is very
That's really
aggressively
reasonable,
priced.
yeah.
So yeah, really fun shoe. It's fast. So that is available this spring. It's out now actually with limited availability. They've been getting snatched up. Hopefully we have some more shipments on the way here. And this guy is the Prodigio Max. So this will be the Max cushion shoe for the line. This should launch right around UTMB, so mid to late August. This will be the Max cushion shoe, highest stack shoe that Sportiva's made to date. 37 in the heel. Pretty much all their running shoes are going to have right around a 6mm drop. This uses new super foam as well. It's a nitrogen infused TPU core, but it's a little lower density than what we get with this, so it'll be a little softer underfoot. Can really feel that when you start running, but still highly responsive. Even wider platform than what we get with the Pro. So adding that stack height, but keeping it nice and wide, so it'll be stable when you're on rocky terrain, and then a wide fit. So if some of the Sportivas in the past maybe you haven't had quite enough width or volume for you, this is going to be very different fit, and then a nice rocker profile to complement that. Comes in at 165 and just under 10.5 ounces. I think it's 10.4 for men.
All right.
So yeah, pretty excited about this guy.
These look super fun. I'm excited to try them out.
Yeah, excited to get you a pair.